not too late.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Name's Tails.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Step 1, light taunting. Step 2, I have no idea.
Sonic 2 was everything and more for Sonic mega fans and was just as entertaining for those who aren't as familiar with the lightning-speed blue hedgehog. Sonic 2 acted as a launching pad for bigger and better things to come from the franchise, and, in true modern blockbuster fashion, the finale of this movie wasn't to wrap up the story and send its fans home happy. This is just the beginning for the world of live-action Sonic, with Paramount and Sony announcing that a third film is confirmed and in the works, rumored to be hitting our screens in 2024. And with that being said, here are our 5 pitches for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Coming in at number 5, we have The Return of Robotnik. The end of Sonic 2 sees the eccentric Dr. Robotnik take what seems to be a deadly fall from the epic Egg Smasher. But we believe he's still at large, and the unwritten rule in pop culture usually goes: no body found equals no death. Or so we think. We believe this isn't any different for Robotnik. After all, he always has a scheming plan or two up his sleeve, so we can expect him to return for Sonic 3, and most likely sporting a new mustache style. Given Robotnik's strong connection to the post-credit scene in Sonic 2, when a GUN agent reveals that when searching through his archives, they uncovered a file that dates back to 50 years ago, revealing a top-secret facility and something named Project Shadow. We see a glimpse of what's to come in the third film with a brief introduction to the black and red hedgehog Shadow. So we have a feeling this isn't the last we've seen of Robotnik. At number 4, we have the introduction of the new character, Shadow, and his storyline. As we know from Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow was created by Robotnik's grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, as part of Project Shadow in an attempt to create a cure for incurable diseases, aka immortality. We want to see Robotnik free Shadow from the GUN base after his 50-year captivity, and Shadow agreeing to help him take over the world. For a little while at least, until he teams up with Sonic. We hope anyway. It would be awesome to take a different approach to the third film and allow the audience to capture a glimpse into Gerald Robotnik's creation of Shadow, to give a more in-depth look into his character and what his motives were. We bet a couple of Chaos Emeralds that Shadow is set to be the next villain in Sonic, but as of yet, we don't have any official announcements from Sony about who will be cast to voice him. Does anyone know if Jason Momoa is available? Because we can totally see that working. Who would you want to see voice Shadow in Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Let us know in the comments below. Our number 3 pitch for Sonic 3 is Sonic's girlfriend, Amy Rose. As the past 2 films in the Sonic live-action universe have played on Sonic still being a kid, it's pretty likely Sony could introduce some elements of Sonic maturing by introducing his love interest, Amy Rose. As we know, Sonic is considered a hero at the end of the second movie, so it would make sense for Amy Rose to be introduced as a Sonic fangirl who he ends up saving from some impending danger we'd expect. Or, plot twist, could Amy save Sonic in some unexpected way, perhaps emotionally, which results in him falling for her and completing the Sonic Quartet. And they could play on this relationship in a hilarious way that we'd be interested to see play out on screen. At our number 2 pitch, we have Robotnik building Metal Sonic. I think we can all agree after watching the first 2 live-action Sonic movies is that Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik has an extreme passion for machines and robots and a strong distaste for people. It would make sense for Robotnik to put his fascination to work and build Sonic's evil doppelganger, Metal Sonic, the intelligent, cold-hearted killing machine, with the sole purpose of destroying Sonic. We can only imagine how epic this fight scene would be on the big screen. And coming in at the number 1 spot for our top pitches for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is uncovering what organization GUN are up to. One of the movie's sub-stories involves GUN, Guardian Units of Nations, and their plot to track alien activity after Sonic left a trail of carnage in his path during the events of the first film in San Francisco. In the second movie, GUN was introduced during Rachel's wedding, if we can even call it that. They attempted to capture Sonic and appear again later on in the movie, cleaning up Robotnik's mess he left behind. So that leaves us with the question as to what's going on with these guys and what is their motive. Well, we hope Sonic 3 can give us some answers. But given how authoritative the GUN commander was throughout Sonic 2, it wouldn't surprise us to see them try to take over Project Shadow in one way or another. This would put them in a position to be the new villain gang in Sonic 3. Of course, that is unless Robotnik returns. But for now, we'll be patiently waiting for announcements on the third film in the live-action Sonic saga. And while we wait, we want to know what you think. Have you seen Sonic 2? If so, what do you want to see in Sonic 3? Leave a comment below and let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content.
To make sure I'm not alone. The story is difficult, but how was I to know? And I was holding out for nothing, and break down to my car, and it's been waiting.